My name is Trreavor Kearny, Director of Savills London office and co-founder of Savills Sports and Entertainment. This is my Sports World Masterclass. For me, that journey is a boy born in Southern Ireland to parents in a humble beginnings. I grew up on a council estate. My mother passed away when I was 15. My dad wasn't around. I didn't go to that school or I didn't do that thing. But what I did learn was that hard work, telling the truth, and always being that guy in the room made that fundamental difference. My journey from the bottom to the top, I'm not quite sure that I'm at the top yet. It's a lifelong journey. It's a passion, an obsession. I'm lucky enough to be regarded as #1 in the UK. Spears 500 put me as their top recommended. But for me, this is about going on that journey. I won't ever think I'm at the top, but I want those around me to believe that I'm there. I've been lucky enough to have many kind of definitive and defining moments in my career. For me, it was cracking that shell, probably at Chelsea, when you're working with one or two players and they introduce you to the dressing room saying that you are their guy, that you are the chap to trust, you are the person in the space that they want to be in that can help and assist them. There's always those favourite deals that you do. I've been lucky enough to spend the last decade or so at the very, very top of the UK housing market. For me, doing a deal with a Sports World member at £16 million to the ruling family of a United Arab Emirate country was one of those real defining moments. If there was ever a pinch me time or a time that someone said to me, you might have just made it, it was probably then. So we established Savills Sports and Entertainment 6-7 years ago now. And the reason we did it was because lots of my friends in that space were frankly not doing the right deals. They weren't being looked after in the way that I believe they should have been. In everything we do, we should have an expert of that industry beside us. And we noticed, as Savills, one of the biggest global real estate firms in the world, in my view, the best brand in residential property and commercial property in the world, we recognised that our clients, when they were looking with us in London or for a house in Surrey or in Newcastle where I am right now, we were able to assist them. But we noticed that they weren't getting the same level of service and care when they were looking outside of Savills or frankly, outside of the small team that we were looking after. So what happened? 6 or 7 years ago, we established Savills Sports and Entertainment. And that was so that we could ring fence and look after guys and girls in the world of sports and entertainment in a way that we would our own family and friends. That has been revolutionized within our industry. Savills were the first ones in that space. We are the leaders in that space. And that is because we look after everybody in exactly the same way as we would want to be looked after. Major wins for me is a really interesting one. Is it the houses above 20 million quid that you sell? Is it those big frontline kind of page grabbing news? It's not always. For me, it's about the journey actually. It's about somebody coming to you, probably introduced to me by the guys at Sports World, who is saying, look, we haven't been able to find a house yet, or we've had this really bad experience and therefore we need your help. So going on that journey with them is the things that I enjoy the most. And the thing that I probably get the most benefit from is going on that journey with somebody and finding them that perfect house or doing that thing. I have been involved in nearly £4 billion worth of transactions. I know how to buy and sell houses. But for me, it is about the people behind it. It's about knowing that if somebody has been referred to me, that when they're moving into their house and they're settled and I go back for a glass of wine or a bit of lunch or something, that we know we've done the very best job that we can for them. And most importantly, they're happy and safe in their new home. The key piece of advice that I would be giving anybody right now is surround yourself with experts. In anything we do, we should have the very best advisors around us to get ahead, to make sure that you are the people that are having the opportunity to buy that house or do that thing, take that rental. It's about knowing the experts, Savills, our sports and entertainment team, being on the ball. It's about being ahead of the market. Trust in the experts that you're using, be that on the pitch or off the pitch, be that in property or elsewhere in your lives. Trust those experts around you. We are there as the pros in that space to guide you along that journey. So work with us and trust us and impart on us what it is that you really want to achieve, what it is that you're really looking for. Don't hold back. The more you share with us, the more that we're able to give you. So anybody that I'm working with right now, the key line is trust me, we will get there, and tell me everything you can about your search and about what it is that you're looking for so that I can find perfection for you. Those that are doing that, guess what? The results are so much better. The only thing worse than not getting what you want is someone else getting it. That has never been more relevant than in the market that I'm dealing with right now. Everybody wants what we all want, whether it's that number one spot as the head of real estate in the UK, or that Spears 500 listing, or the partnership with Sportsworld. That's the stuff that I want. I'm not that typical luxury real estate guy. I'm just a normal chap who's gone out and worked seriously hard, that has an obsession for everything he does, and that has the best work rate in the room always. My team know that I am going to outwork them every time. And that, I hope, is inspiring. They look at what I'm doing and think, well, if he's doing it, or if he's landed that deal, or if he's in that room doing that thing, why can't I? It's about energy and passion and belief in what we're doing. I think one of the most fundamental things I've done to change our industry is the advent of social media. I was the first adopter, a pioneer maybe, within that space. I seen what social media was doing. I seen around the world how brands were positioning themselves because of social media and with the benefits of social media. And I was a really early adapter to that. I could see what it was doing in the space I was doing it in. So I created that Super Prime Surrey profile, and that's now at over 70-odd thousand followers. It's the most organically followed social media profile for anybody in real estate in the UK. Only 2 brands, one of them being Savills, has a higher following than me. And I guess being an early adapter to that, I'm changing that space. There are many people doing it now and joining that scene, which is really exciting. And I love seeing what they're doing. But that's probably the key thing that I've done at this stage of my career. Beginning this sports and entertainment team. We founded this team 6-7 years ago. We were the first in this space to do it. Nobody else had thought about it or had the ability or the contacts or the belief in themselves that they could enter that space in the market. If you're in that sporting celebrity type world and you are thinking real estate, the first thing you are now thinking is Savills. And that has been a very big difference within our industry. It has changed the kind of the way that we're doing things. Personally, for me, charity matters so much. So many people can come onto masterclasses or will do TED Talks and talk about how great they are. For me, it's not about that. It's about supporting causes that I truly believe in, that are truly making a difference in the world. I don't think I'm going to be a world changer, but I do think the small influences that I can have will be making world-changing decisions, will be changing people's lives. And that's the thing that's important to me. Be it the Willow Foundation, a foundation built on sport. Be it the Lucy Rayner Foundation, an anti-suicide prevention charity. Be it Advent of Change. We are deeply involved with and give our time, our resources, our passion and our energy to those things because we believe that they will be making the world-changing differences that maybe we can't, but that we can still influence.